Welcome back everybody to Forza Horizon 4, and today we're taking a look at the latest Forza Horizon story in the form of upgrade heroes, and we're going there in one of the most upgradable and customizable vehicles on the game, the 1998 Nissan Silvia Aero K's, or K's Aero, whichever way it's called. So yeah, like I said, this is easily one of the most customizable with altered bodywork, and yeah, huge amount of extra power over the standard version. So let's see what we're going to be doing.
Alex wants to set up shop here doing custom upgrades. He's calling it Upgrade Heroes, and he needs a business partner who can really drive, but don't tell him I said that. You in?
Yes, I am.
I'll let Alex know. He's been waiting to hear if you wanted the business.
Right. Don't know how many chapters we're going to get done, depends how long they take. Usually do 3, if not 4 or 5. Ooh, Cleo.
Hey, great to see you. Look, I've got a bit of a business idea here. There's loads of cars around here that have real potential. I call them upgrade heroes. You go get the car, we do the magic, then show everyone what an upgrade hero can do. Sounds good? Good. Oh, and you get to drive the courtesy car.
Okay then.
You ready for this? We're going to teach the whole of Horizon that with a wee bit of an upgrade, any car can be a hero. Let's get to work.
In 400 yards, turn left.
Yeah, this is one of the best hot hatchbacks on the game, especially ones from before year 2000.
Turn right.
It'll take a bit of a shortcut.
Right, here's where we're supposed to make our very first pickup. Are you nervous? Me? I'm not nervous.
What's it gonna be?
The 510, not bad. Japanese engineering, European styling. Best of both worlds, really.
Wouldn't really call it styling, it's more like a cheese block.
Datsun. Now, Klein says it was the first car they ever owned, and they always dreamed of winning races in it. Or at least, you know, being able to overtake something.
Yeah, hardly the fastest car in the world.
Back, but
In the world,
try
sorry.
not to smash it up. Remember, it's not yours.
In 200 yards, turn left. In 100 yards,
Speed give me some speed. As you can see, not very quick. Which is why a lot of people do upgrade these cars, because they don't have anything really going for them. There's no real styling, no real handling, no real speed. It's merely just a box to put your oh dear, to put your own lavish
Excellent.
ideals on.
We'll get the team to work.
Kind of missed the box there, the parking destination a bit there. Right, let's see what they've done to the car. I presume that's what we're going to do. Yep.
It's ready. You ready? Oh, I'm ready. Ta-da! What do you think? We've gone lower, wider, faster. Twin turbo inline 6 under the hood producing 337 horsepower. Oh, and there's that nonsense we strapped to the front too.
This is more like it.
Time to show it off. How about you take it into Edinburgh? And feel free to, you know, open it up on the way.
A little bit oversteery, but as soon as we get up to some speed, it gains grip.
Listen to that. Never heard a Datsun sound like that, have you?
Nope. No Datsun like this has ever gone this quick either. Now, if we don't get the full 3 stars on each event, then that's no biggie. I can always just do this extra stars in my own time. No idea what the reward is going to be for doing all of these with 3 stars though. We have previously gotten like the Austin Taxi and
take the first exit.
a few other rewards, so hold the speed around this corner.
We're under specific instructions to be as loud and fast and conspicuous as possible as we go through the city. I think our client might have friends here.
Looks like we're gonna do it. First mission. We're getting 3 stars, are we? Come on.
Fantastic.
Yes, we
Did
have.
you have fun? Well, if it got your blood pumping, then I'm sure the client will be over the moon. I have a feeling we will need to wait too long for another one.
My blood was only pumping because of the tenseness from whether or not we're going to get 3 stars or not. The car, reasonably quick, a little bit skittish in terms of handling, but nothing too bad, not whatsoever. Yeah, you don't get much credits out of this, but you do get plenty of influence. We got given the DATs, and so it looks like we're going to be getting given each car that we actually use in a mission, so we're probably going to be in the Audi Quattro in the next one, because that is the next reward. But again, still looking forward to seeing if we can actually get a fairly decent reward out of this. Right, next chapter. Is it the Audi? Oh no, we're in the Curtis car first,
Hello
obviously,
again.
but it is an Audi.
Remember when I said we'd have clients lining up in no time? Well, we've got clients lining up. So it's go time. The client is an old Audi they just putter around town in, but they've always wanted to go off-road. This is one after my own heart. Let's help them out.
Pretty sure the road-going Quattro can still go off-road in stock
Turn
form, so
around when it is safe to do so.
pretty sure they can just do that anyway, but maybe they just want it, you know, more off the ground with some retro rally lights on it. Seems to have made a early turning there, but nevertheless, the good thing about having an open world game is you can just go across a field if you miss a turning. So yeah, it looks like each chapter is going to have 3 driving bits to it. Get into the car, bringing the car back, and then testing the car out. But at least we have a good courtesy car. Oh dear. It's easily spun out by walls.
Right, wait there. It'll be along in a minute. It's a Sport Quattro. An 83, I think. See, they stripped all the fun stuff out and sold a few of them as production cars, which is where this one must have come from.
I wouldn't say stripped out all of the fun
So
stuff, it
turns
still
out
has
the
300
client
horsepower.
doesn't just want to go off-road. They want to go off-road. Group B style.
Well, that sounds good to me, but these are certainly no slouch in stock
Off
form.
we go. Don't crash it on the way back.
As you can see, still a reasonably quick car. And it has all-wheel drive standard, so it's still capable of going off-road. Probably not to the extent of the Group B rally version, but off-road nonetheless. Has a really rather unique engine as well. I think it's a 5-cylinder. Not many cars back in the day were when this was around with 5 cylinders. Gives it a unique engine note.
Cheers.
Bit better at
See, we
parking
can't
this time.
wait. This thing was built for Group B rallying, which, as we know, was completely mad. But hey, we like mad.
We love mad. Not just like it, we love it. Wonder what paint job they've given it.
All
None
done.
at all,
You want to see it?
but plenty of
Now,
lights.
It's got the trademark 4-wheel drive system, which should help you handle the dirt. And we've bumped it up to 800 brake horsepower, which might not help, but oh, blimey, it'll be good fun. I've
I've expected him to give it a
Tried to convince a
paint
client
job.
to sit in his co-driver, but they were a bit too scared.
Let's enjoy this looping off-road course bit. Kind of place this car was meant to deal with. I think the Group B rally car had 800 horsepower. It's probably a bit overdoing it, to be honest. Yeah, if you ever want to get a full 3 stars on these kind of chapters, then observe the route and yeah, see where you can cut a corner. But I cut that first bit out because it's really not as interesting as this road. But it still should guarantee us 3 stars.
See how those springs and dampers handle the downhill? Group B lives.
Well, it certainly handles very, very well. It's handling all that extra horsepower really nicely. And we've made it in the allotted time.
Brilliant.
Easy peasy.
Happier. Oh, one more thing. I'm putting all of these in the auto show with the specs and modifications listed for all to see. Be your own upgrade hero. Got a ring to it, don't you think?
Indeed it does. So yeah, we've got that car now as a reward. Already have it, so if you don't, then it's a good idea to play through these if you want the cars for free. And who knows, maybe you'll find a new favourite car while doing this Horizon story. Does kind of give away what we're going to be using next though, so it's a bit of a shame. El Camino by the looks of it. Which, yeah, is one of those muscle cars that really got ruined by being turned into a different kind of model. Because the standard version is decent, but that one does not handle whatsoever, so hopefully it gets upgraded to a decent level. I think we'll get 5 done in this episode and then the final 5 in the next one. Not taking quite as long as I expected.
Guess what? Our upgrade hero home kits have been flying off the shelves at the auto show. I figured you should get a royalty. After all, it's your driving that sells them. Next client says they're already packing some serious American muscle, but they want to see if we can beef it up at all. Off you go.
Well, it's not like it needs much in the way of horsepower, it's already got 450.
Turn right.
And 500 foot-pounds torque, so horsepower wise is not really something that car needs any more of, to be honest. It needs handling with better suspension, better tyres, better brakes, and maybe a bit less in terms of the way of weight, because yeah, that thing is a weighty car despite, you know, technically having less bodywork with being a pickup or a ute or whatever you want to call it. Here we are.
You're there for the pickup? Good. Let's see what we've got.
A big old boat, that's what we've got.
Wow. El Camino Super Sport 454. 454 cubic inches of engine. What on earth did it want us to do with... Alright then. Challenge accepted, my friend. Try not to damage it, and try not to flog it too hard. Yet.
Yeah, it's all oversteer this thing, and a lot of wobbling as well. Yeah, the El Camino and, you know, the Chevelle that this is based, well, the El Camino was based on, have never been my favourite muscle cars or favourite rear-wheel drive V8 cars from America. I've always found them a bit lacking in terms of, well, feel, to be honest.
In 400 yards,
They're very
turn left.
lacking
Turn
in
left.
input, really, in terms of enjoyability, in terms of handling, and yeah, they just generally don't really feel very fun to me, but
I'll get the team to work.
plenty of people do love them. But I personally prefer the 60s Chevelle to the one that the El Camino is based on.
I think you're going to like this one, but best prepare yourself. We chucked in a 7-litre supercharged V8. Makes over 1,000 horsepower. I'm scared to even stand near it.
Yeah, the last thing again this car needed was more horsepower. It's more than twice what it had originally, even though it's a smaller engine.
Well, let's show this client we're not afraid of a little dairy.
I've got to stay above 100 mile an hour. I've got only a minute to get 3 stars. Oh dear. Well, it's certainly quick, it certainly does handle better than it did originally, but it's still a really rather large, weighty vehicle. Oh dear. Yeah, don't know how anyone's going to get 3 stars in this. It's our first failure, not by much, but failure nonetheless.
Stellar work. I'll tell the client they can have their beefed up muscle car back. If they're not too chicken.
Yeah, only 3.5 seconds off. If we hadn't had those 2 offs, then we would have done it, but yeah, I'll get that other star in my own time. Or if it's the only star that we need to get, I'll revisit at the end of the next episode and get it if it's in particular to get us a reward, because I don't want to miss out if there's a pretty good reward at the end of this. But nonetheless, we still upgrade to level 4 and we still get the El Camino, again another car I already have. So we're in the RX-7 in the next one, which will be the final chapter I think for this episode. Pretty sure it is. Let's just have a look. 1, 2, 3. Nope, we've got 2 more. So this RX-7 and then whatever is next.
You may have met
The
this next
Mazda.
client actually. Rob Glenn. Runs Drift Club here at the festival. Anyway, says he's got a Mazda we can look at. And I think I know what he wants done with it.
Make it into a drift car, obviously. That's what everyone does with those things. Should stop putting the radio on.
In 400 yards,
Really don't need any copyright strikes against my channel, thank you.
turn left.
Let's go over the
200
field,
yards,
cut out this
turn right.
big chunk of corner. Go through the
In 400
trees.
yards, turn left.
Nearly hit a caravan there.
Rob can't make it, so he's having one of his drift clubbers bring the car down.
You're going to be sliding around.
Bingo. RX-7. Totally reliable and maybe the best drift platform ever built. Get it down here.
Yeah, it's certainly one of the
If it's the
better
Mazda
sports
I
cars
think
from
it is
Japan.
and he wants what I think he wants, this shouldn't be too hard.
yeah, basically lots of power and drift suspension, and pretty much
We
it.
haven't even started fiddling yet, so try to keep the back end on the road, eh?
In 200 yards,
Certainly one of the
turn
better
right.
sounding rotary engines, because the older ones
Turn right.
seem a bit buzzy on the end and at the top end, but this sounds a lot better. Whoops, daisy, did not see the Mini. Just concentrating on how fast we were going.
In 400 yards, turn
Even in
sharp
stock
right.
form you can get it drifting around.
Turn sharp right.
I imagine we have to get a certain amount of drift
In
points
200 yards,
in
turn
the
left.
challenge, given that's what this is
Turn
all
left.
about.
In 200 yards, turn right. Turn right.
After that, I'll get the team started.
Shouldn't take you long.
Right, are you ready to see Rob Glenn's new toy? It's a wide body drift conversion. Seriously, you and Rob are going to be the envy of everyone at Horizon Drift Club.
To be honest, probably the envy of them already.
Edinburgh, shall we? I've heard they have street corners there.
Because, yeah, I did dominate Drift Club after all. I am surprised that we're not doing any different kind of challenges. Just seem to be race to the destination, which is hardly the most exciting thing ever, especially considering this is a drift car. It really should be. Ah, I see what they're doing. Race to the destination, but there's no star limit or star target, so yeah, we are going to be doing some drifting at the end of this when we get to the destination. Hopefully we have a reasonable target, because I'm not the best at drifting by any means. No to roundabouts.
Take the first exit.
Roundabout nearly killed me there, but I still got away with it. Doesn't seem to be any more powerful than the standard version. If it is, it's only marginal.
Turn right. In 200 yards, turn right. Turn right. In 200 yards, turn left.
Guess it's more about
Turn
the
left.
drifting than
At the roundabout,
the power plant.
take the second
But more
exit.
power does obviously mean more likely to be able to drift. So the fact that this seems like it's stock in terms of
Turn
horsepower
sharp left.
might make this a bit more of a challenge, which is no bad thing.
Turn sharp left.
Ah, lovely view from the castle, isn't it? Enjoy. It's about to get a lot quicker and more sideways.
Called it.
I've set you a route around the city. Should get those drift clubbers talking. Now the trick is not to stomp the throttle too hard. You have to feather it into the turn.
I know,
My
I know.
opinion. Ask Rob if you want the full lecture. Right. Time to let that back end
At
go.
20,000 for 1 star.
In 200 yards, turn left. Turn left.
Oopsie.
Turn left.
Seems really rather sticky car for something that's supposed to be a drift car.
In 200 yards, turn right.
That's a problem I foresaw with it only having a limited amount of power.
Turn right.
Aye, that's it, keep going. We've still got a finish line to get to, remember.
Yeah, I know, what, a minute and a half.
Turn left.
Granted, that could be exacerbating the situation by having traction control on, but still would have expected it to be a lot more slidey than this.
Look at you go. Who needs traction, eh?
Let's get some speed up. Come on, only 12 more thousand or so. Yeah, this really does need more power.
Settle down.
There we go.
Takes some people a long time to
Just
master
about did
this,
it.
you know. Stop making it look so easy.
Hardly the most
Well.
impressive drifting though.
Next time Rob Glenn corners me for a good long chat about the finer points of drifting, I'm telling him to call you.
Well, as long as you give me a bit more power in the car, then yeah, I'll take the challenge. Right, one more chapter, and then we'll call it a day. But yeah, we'll definitely be revisiting this, even leveled up normally. So I'm going to be in a Bel Air by the looks of things. Another Chevrolet, and another car that I'd hardly call a fun car to drive. Primarily because of its awful 2-speed gearbox, which really does sap any of the enjoyment out of the car that it could have had. Because it's reasonably powerful for a car from the time, but yeah, the gearbox really does ruin it.
Good, you're here. A next client fancies themselves a bit of a drag racer, but they never had the time or skills to put in the work under the hood. That's where you and I and the upgrade heroes come in.
So we're going to be drag racing.
Turn left.
Did not mean to go into area there. Certainly made this even quicker than it was originally. It was hardly a slouch in stop form. But like every other lightweight car, it cannot deal with going for walls. Though what car can, in reality, I guess.
At the roundabout, take the first exit.
Say no to roundabouts. Oopsie daisy. Roundabout was getting revenge on me
400
there.
yards, turn right. Turn right.
Here I come, Bel Air.
We're picking up a Chevy. You see it anywhere?
It's hard to miss with the paint colour and the chrome
Look
in
at
the size of it.
57 Chevy Bel Air. Oh, it is a thing of beauty. Do we have to drag race? Can't we just cruise in it for a bit?
Well, the 2-speed gearbox certainly is for cruising, it's certainly not
Forget
for
the
anything
client.
else.
If you damage a work of art like that, you'll have to answer to me.
And that's all the gearing you're going to be seeing on this. Yeah, it really does ruin the horsepower. It's got more than 200 horsepower, it's got a fair decent amount of torque from its sizable V8, but gearbox is awful. And it also limits the top speed, because you can
At
see
the
we're already
roundabout,
getting into the rev
Take the
limits.
second exit.
Or the limits of the rev limiter. Whatever. But yeah, this is completely ruined by that gearbox. Not looked into whether or not there were different gearboxes available, but if there are, then it just does not make any sense for Forza games to make us have to deal with this gearbox in this car. Because I would like driving it stock otherwise, but it's the same problem with the original Chevrolet Corvette that also only had a two-speed gearbox, and that had a decent amount of power for the time from a decent engine, but that gearbox just, again, ruined the experience. And as you can see, we're getting barely any. Oops. Did not mean to do that, better not hit anything else now, because otherwise we're going to lose.
In
But
400
yeah.
yards, turn right. Turn right.
Right. Let's get the team to work here.
Much prefer the utility sedan that we've had on these games. I think it's the same basic car, but actually has a decent gearbox with it,
They're all
despite having less
finished.
power.
Prepare to feast your eyes and your ears. We lowered the ride and put in a 7-litre supercharged engine. This thing will destroy just about anything off the line, and it'll look gorgeous doing it.
Same engine as the El Camino got then.
So I've set you a route. It's more or less straight.
Right, so we have a speed trap to do. 155 mile an hour for 1 star, probably about 190 for 3. Well, I am going to try and go as fast as possible, no matter what the 3-star target is.
At the roundabout, take the first exit.
No to roundabouts. No crap. Yes to roundabouts. Yes.
And there was something else I had to remind you about. Something I forgot. Oh, aye, mind the tram.
Oh dear. Yeah, that tram's getting in the way. You're right on my driving line. Maybe we can cut across. Yeah, that's better.
Speed
Much
trap
better
dead
driving line
ahead.
there.
Put your foot down and smile.
200 yards, turn sharp right.
I'm
Another satisfied client.
not sure we got 3 stars there.
Go on this thing. Just if you see them around the festival anywhere, maybe.
Oh, we did.
stopped at some
Yes.
lights, whatever you do.
Probably 185,
Don't
180
rev your
then
engine
3
at them.
stars. But there we go. That's the first 5 chapters of that Horizon story. Fairly fun. The first 3 were a bit similar, but we did get to drift and do a bit of a speed trap in the last 2 there. So yeah, try out the Horizon story if you haven't already. It was in part of the recent update, and yeah, we'll be in what we're going to be in the next chapter, a Land Rover in the next episode. So thanks for watching, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.